Hello everybody, welcome to the I Am IT YouTube channel. My name is Shabazz, and as ever I am the IT Geek. Welcome back to another episode within my Microsoft Cybersecurity Architect exam topic series. This is the SC-100 exam, and we are cracking on with topic 10. So we've got a lot of content, been a lot of videos, must be close to 30 plus videos in this series already. But we are going to continue now on part 2 of that topic, so let's get started with this episode. So as I mentioned, this is topic 10 part 2, Microsoft Cybersecurity Architect exam. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. So this topic is designing solutions for securing applications, and today I'm going to talk about evaluating the security posture of existing application portfolios. I'm going to talk about evaluating application threats and threat modeling, and then we're going to jump into the demo and look at how we can secure applications again. So let's talk about evaluating security posture of existing app portfolio first of all. So talk about Defender for Cloud Apps. This is what we're going to kind of show in the demo a little bit as well. With sort of the security score, you can understand your sort of current security situation. You can efficiently and effectively improve your security as well. Security score is going to enable you to understand what your current security situation is. It's going to allow you to effectively improve your security. Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps is a CASB, or what they call a CASB, which provides visibility and sort of control over data travel and analytics to identify and combat cyber threats. CASB provides a better sort of understanding of your overall cloud posture across that sort of SaaS apps and cloud services. Also protects your environment by sort of providing visibility, data security, threat protection, and sort of compliance. The secure score for your entire subscription and each environment in your subscription will be available on that security posture page on the Defender for Cloud Apps. And this combined score it's not an average, but an evaluated posture of the sort of status of all resources across your subscriptions and connectors. And Defender for Cloud Apps fully integrates with your sort of cloud, and it does that by using Cloud Discovery to map and identify your sort of cloud environment and the cloud apps your organization is using. It does it by sanctioning and unsanctioning apps in your cloud. You can use easy to deploy app connectors to sort of take advantage of provider APIs for visibility and governance of apps you want to connect to. And you can also use conditional access app control protection as well, which is going to get real-time visibility and control over access and activities within your sort of cloud apps. The cloud discovery aspect uses your sort of traffic log to dynamically discover and analyze cloud apps within your environment and your organization. It does this by using the sort of underscore cloud app catalog. You can use the cloud app catalog to sort of rate the risk of your cloud apps based on sort of regulatory certifications, industry standards, and sort of best practices. And app connectors again use APIs from sort of cloud app providers to integrate with Defender Cloud Apps with sort of other cloud apps. And app connectors extend control and protection. They also give you access to information directly from sort of the cloud apps for Defender Cloud App analysis. Let's talk about evaluating threats now with threat modeling. So you can identify applications with high potential impact and or sort of high potential exposure to threats. You can look at high potential impact, so identify applications that would have a significant impact on business if it's compromised. Example, it could be, maybe an application, a third-party application that you've downloaded but might have built-in malware, for example. You've also got business critical data to think about, regulated data you need to make sure it's protected, and business critical availability as well. Make sure you've got to look at high exposure to attacks, or applications that are easily accessible to attackers. Examples include web applications on sort of open internet. Threat modeling helps secure your system applications, networks, and services, and it can help you to create data flow diagram by understanding the importance of sort of capturing requirements and assumptions. You can find security issues in sort of systems through learning and framework. It can reduce or eliminate potential threats as well by learning about the security control categories. Finally, it can highlight the importance of verifying assumptions, requirements, and fixes before deployment. I'll talk a little bit now about application threat analysis. So there's some questions you really need to ask for, around information, to get more information. And information gathering is obviously key. Some of those questions might be around, are connections authenticated by using Entra and TLS? These are between users and the application or between different application components and services. Are you limiting access to only those accounts that have a need to write or modify data in the application? The goal there is to make sure you prevent unauthorized data tampering or alterations. Is the application activity logged and fed into security information and management or CM through Azure Monitor or similar solutions? Is critical data protected with encryption? Is inbound and outbound network traffic encrypted using TLS? These are just an example of some of the questions you really need to be asking, to make sure you gather that information. Other stuff includes, do the applications store any signing credentials or keys to access your other applications? Or do the application controls allow you to fulfill regulatory requirements? So all these questions and similar questions need to be asked to allow you to get that sort of application threat analysis. So before I jump into the demo, let's talk a little bit about the Microsoft Threat Modeling tool. So it's going to enable you to communicate about your security design of systems. It's going to allow you to analyze those designs for potential security issues using a proven methodology. It's going to allow you to suggest and manage mitigations for security issues as well. There are a few, tooling capabilities and innovations that are available to us from Microsoft. Automation is one of them. Stride per element, so guided analysis of threats and mitigations. Reporting, unique methodologies designed. These are designed for developers and sort of centered on software. Also focused on design analysis as well. The term threat modeling can refer to either a sort of requirement or a design analysis technique. Sometimes it refers to a complex blend of the two. The Microsoft SDL approach to threat modeling is a focused design analysis technique. So let's move on to the demo. We're going to jump into Microsoft Defender XDR specifically. We'll look at Defender for Cloud Apps, some of the information we can gather and some of the policies we can set. So please join me in the demo portal. Here we are in the Defender for XDR portal, and we actually want to go down to, we don't want to go exposure management, we want to go all the way down to Cloud App Security. So here we are, Cloud Apps. Let's minimize all these so we don't get confused. We've got the Cloud App Discovery that we mentioned in this episode. And this is a bit of an example. You can click on here to view an example report. So this is a bit of an example report that you get. And again, it shows you the sort of there's a security discovery. So it tells you about your discovered apps, the IP addresses that users are discovered. It tells you the app categories you've got, and it tells you the users with high risk apps, any users using medium risk, and obviously users in low risk apps. Again, it gives you specific applications as well. It tells you that this, look for this one, for example, Mega is obviously very high levels, high security risk. So that's just an example of when you do enable cloud security, what that can give you and you can create a new report to start that. And it tells you a little bit about what it allows you to do as well. Gain visibility over your shadow IT, sort of analyze that cloud app security, cloud app usage as well. As we go down, we actually look at the actual catalog, and this is where you can look at the different categories and look at the sort of sanctioned or unsanctioned apps. You can actually unsanction and sanction them as well. So let's see, this one that maybe I don't use. Let's go dynamics. I can just click on there to unsanction that app. And as we go down, we can see an activity log as well. I don't have any logs at the moment, but you can create a new policy search if you want. And again, that's going to allow you to choose a policy template. You can apply that template and again give it a name, change the category if you want, create any sort of filters for the policy, and then do any sort of activity matching as well. As we go down, we've got a governance log as well. Again, I've not got anything to show in here because I've not really got any cloud apps in my tenant, but the more importantly, this is the sort of policy that I always look at. And this integrates with, we talked about conditional access, cloud app security, so this can integrate with that. So you've got an activity policy or an app discovery policy. So again, if you just app discovery policy, again, you can choose a template, any new risky apps, and again, give it a policy severity, give it severity, choose which discovery, it's already in the cloud discovery category. And then put any sort of matches that you want. Again, if you're using a template, you might just want to keep the default, But again, you can change the filters, the alerts as well, and the governance actions again. So I want to quickly just do an overview of cloud app security and how, what you can do to sort of increase that security posture. So again, thank you. Hope you are enjoying this series. We are coming towards that sort of the final quarter of it now. This is topic 10 and we've got 15 topics in total. So we've got 2 more parts to this topic. So hopefully it's helping you with your exam prep. Other things you can do to help with your exam prep, you can obviously look at Microsoft Learn, which is there's a link in the description. Strongly recommend that. Microsoft Learn, content's always really good and really helpful. Also, there's a link to a GitHub repository where you can get the actual labs or the more case studies for the SC-100. But again, I definitely recommend you looking at those. And finally, there's a link to the like a practice exam by MeasureUp, and obviously MeasureUp are the sort of official partner for exam Microsoft assessments and practice assessments. So there's a discount code in there, and I recommend you invest in that. It's always worth practicing your knowledge and gives you more insight into how the exam questions might be worded. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Until next time, goodbye.